Today I'm going to show you how to work a sewn bind off. Now, as its name implies, to work this bind off you need a tapestry needle, something big enough to handle the yarn that you're using. And I have worked a swatch of stockinette. And this is how you're going to bind off the piece. So I have my yarn here. You're going to take your needle. You are going to insert it purlwise into the first stitch, into the second stitch, and then you are going to pull your yarn through. Now you don't want to work this too tightly. And once you've pulled that through, you're going to take your needle, you're going to insert it knitwise, that is front to back, into that first stitch on your needle. Pull that through and slip that stitch off your needle. Give it a little tug. You're going to do exactly the same thing. Take your needle, insert it purlwise from the back to front through the first two stitches on your needle. Pull that through. You want to make sure that your stitches are quite even, kind of not too tight, not too loose, sort of a Goldilocks version of tension. And again, bring your needle around, insert it knitwise into that first stitch, over and off. You're going to keep doing this as you go across the row. So I've just inserted purlwise into the first two stitches. Now I'm going to go back around, insert it knitwise into the left stitch, over and off. Let me do that a few more. And again, because you are using a sewing or often a tapestry needle, you do want to be careful that you're not splitting your plies, not only on the loops that are on your needle, but also on the yarn that you have just pulled through those loops. Pull that through, pull that off. Now, if you look at this edge, you can see it looks remarkably like a purled bound off edge, but is very loose. This is a really great bind off to use for something that you don't want to be constricting. So necklines, collars, cuffs of socks, cuffs of hats if you're doing them in a top-down manner. Because what is great about this cast on is you control the tension just by the way that you're pulling your yarn. So again, we're going to go through the first stitch, through the second stitch, pull that through, bring it back through that first stitch, and off. I'm going to go and finish this row and show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm at the last two stitches. Again, I am going to insert those purlwise. You can get rid of your needle. Pull that through. And again, go back through that second stitch, pull. And that is what a sewn bind off looks like. It is very loose. It is very elastic. You can see it's definitely looser than the cast on. Something that I might have wanted to work a little tighter, but it is really great for, again, things like sock cuffs, hat cuffs, collars, and necklines, anything where you want to make sure that it's not going to dig in to the person who's wearing it. So go ahead and weave in that end. So that is the sewn bind off. Thanks for watching.